right, day 10, episode 10. We got back today. We're on the trek to Bulk City, fellas. We're feeling great today. Ducks, all in a row. Not one of them is even slightly slanted. Sleep's on point. Hydration's on point. Calories through the roof. I'm going to have a standard back day today. We're going to start at some lat movement. I'm probably going to end up incorporating some kind of lat, the straight arm pull down guys. I'm going to incorporate some of those for sure. I'm going to do a good mix of like heavy rows mixed in with some volume based rows. I'm probably going to stick to machines today for the most part. Just do a variant of grips. I know for a fact I'm going to get some straight bar, kind of wider shoulder width grip rows in. My shoulders are completely fried after that shoulder day yesterday, the day 9 shoulder day. It occurred to me that I haven't actually talked specifically about how the bulk is going. The weight's slowly going up. I know what weight I started at, but kind of sucks because I don't have a scale at my house, so I don't know what the accurate starting weight really was. I know what I weighed in at when I weighed myself before the bulk really began. You know how it is with scales, right? Like if you have one scale like at the gym that you use, or even one at your house, as long as you see that number on the scales going up, then you know that you're getting to where you want to go if you're bulking. It's not so much the number that matters, it's which way are the numbers changing each day, each week. So in terms of accuracy of how much I actually weigh, might be a little bit off. I can assure you that the number is slowly going up. Goal weight though, I definitely want to hit at least 230. I'm doing this bulk until like April, May, probably more like middle to end of April, I'm guessing, because I kind of been in like this yo-yo stage the last like year where I've done like a 2 or 3 month bulk, and then I've kind of did like a 2 or 3 month cut, and I'm just kind of like doing a little yo-yo. So I really want to stay on like an extended bulk, and then I want to cut a little bit for like maybe a quarter of the time that I bulked for. I don't want to just cut everything away. I just want to kind of bulk for a while, cut a little bit, get some of that fat off, and then go back to the bulk. Over time of doing that, I'll accumulate more and more muscle mass, but I don't want to cut so long that I end up cutting into the muscle mass so much to where I'm just doing like a yo-yo back and forth, you know what I mean? So, don't have too much on the noggin to say right now, to be honest with you. I'm really just kind of looking forward to that back day session. Let's get into a quick little pre-workout discussion. I know there's a bunch of different people who fall into some separate categories when it comes to taking pre-workout. There's the, I don't need it, I'm holier than thou. Well, I don't need pre-workout. You peasants over there, you have to rely on the pre-workout. Well, when a nuclear war happens and there's no stash of pre-workout nearby, I will be the one to rise to the task and defeat the powers that be. And I won't need any pre-workout for it. I'm not just some peasant who needs to rely on chemicals for my strength. No, I'm all natural, bro. Now, if I took pre-workout, I wouldn't be natural. But I'm all natty. No pre-workout, no, I'm all natty. I don't even take creatine. There's those people, and then there's people kind of that stay in like a middle ground of like, I take it some days when I'm feeling off. And then there's people like me who have been taking it every single lift for years on end. If there's a day where I can't have my pre-workout, which has not happened once in the years I've been working out, have I ever not been able to acquire pre-workout. It's kind of like water, and not in the sense where I absolutely need it to survive, but in the sense of like, there's never going to be a time where you don't have it. If you're a functioning member of society and you can afford like $40 of pre-workout like every month or so. So the argument is normally at this point, oh, well, what happens if you don't have it? You're not going to be able to perform. I will be able to perform. Now here's the thing. You have two people, right? Say each person lifts for 5 years straight separately. One doesn't take pre-workout ever. The other one does take pre-workout. At the end of the 5 years, the one who does take pre-workout would have gotten so much further in terms of progress because of the edge that pre-workout gave him every single day than the one that didn't use pre-workout ever, because the one who doesn't use pre-workout, he's not getting that edge every single day and getting that energy boost and being able to expend more energy just from the pre-workout. So 5 years have passed. Both of these guys are going into lift now. The one who took pre-workout all those 5 years, he will still be stronger than the one who never took pre-workout, because of all those days that the one who did take pre-workout had that edge and expended more energy and got way more out of the workout. Even though now after 5 years, he doesn't have the pre-workout going into this lift. But all those days where he did have it, he's gained so much strength that has accumulated over time just from those days of having more energy and being able to expend more. Because let's face it, Like, even with pre-workout, there's days where you kind of just feel like shit. But when you don't have pre-workout, it's even more expedited because there's days where you feel pretty good and you're good. And then there's days where you feel like shit. You just go in there and you feel like shit. Okay? But at least when you're using pre-workout, when you feel like shit, you feel less like shit when you take your pre-workout. Why wouldn't you just study for the test? Why would you go in there and just go off of the knowledge you have in your head and be less prepared when you could have just studied the whole time and just been super prepared, you know? There was actually a time a few years ago. At this point, I had stopped taking pre-workout for like 3 months. Prior to stopping taking pre-workout, I've been taking it for like 3 years straight for every single lift. And what I did before, because I took like a little break, right? So before I actually started the break, I did like a week long of like tapering my pre-workout dose, just so when I came off of it, it wouldn't, I wouldn't be so sudden and I wouldn't get like headaches or anything. I had no headaches, I had no issues, right? So for the caffeine withdrawal conversation, I've never had it before. But again, I don't think there'll ever be a time for the rest of my life where I can't have caffeine. And to me, the accumulated strength that I will build over having that edge every single day, even though it's something that I quote unquote need to have, I would much rather that be the case and get the accumulated progress over a long period of time, feeling way better doing it, having way more fun, than not having pre-workout and most days than not just being fucking depressed and being like, I go in there and I have like a decent workout sometimes, and sometimes I feel like shit, and when I feel like shit, it's like, oh, I don't even want to be here, and I'm just gonna take it, dude. All right, I have been fucking yammering on for way too long about this, so let's go to back day. Just getting started on the warm-ups. I'm using like a little bit of a shorter bar, but it's feeling great. It's feeling strong so far. Still working my way up. In the early goings of this workout, I would say feeling particularly juicy. That is definitely subject to change, but if I had a gun in my head, I'd say it's not going to. Dude, I almost got circulation off to my wrist entirely there. Alright, let's do some row action. Start a little bit lighter, slowly work our way up. Feeling strong today, all my decks were in a row, so I'm expecting nothing less. I mean, it's just gonna be a sheer slaughter session as far as I can tell. get the blood flowing. It's like fucking beef over here. Dude, don't go to the gym smelling like dog shit, man. Seriously. About to take the pump cover off. Quick warning, I have the sickest shirt that any of you stinky bastards have ever seen in your entire life. I'm just telling you. Prepare yourself. Now, if I wasn't substantially huge, or like jacked to some degree, you know, no one would take me serious in this fucking shirt. It's a cockroach eating a Krabby Patty, man. Come on. Come on. Straight hook. Alright, time to stroke the ego. We're doing the whole stack. Pretty sure this is one of the lighter stacks, but you know. Let's fucking juice it. Kind of a measly set, but still 7 good ones. Alright. A little bit later, but you know, we're still gonna get it going. Oh, I got your last text, you're getting bold. Oh. Quick drop set. Okay. Let's fuck off. Dude, I feel like such a schmuck with the camera sometimes. Not that I'm not feeling strong, but I am trying to go for a little bit of a pumper number.
So it's more 90-degree angle. See all the way down.
Cool. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I actually found it in my laundry like a couple days ago. Really? I bought it years ago. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to wear this again. Mind has been changed. I'm opting for latissimus dorsi pull downs. Drop set. Alright, moving on to a relatively standard row, machine style. And we're pretty much just going to pump it out here, a few sets. And then I think I'm just going to, from there, do calves and cardio and call it a day. That's kind of how I'm feeling. You guys like that one? I got my Krabby Patty cockroach shit complimented. Feels good. cardio and calves. Then I'll see you back at the spaceship. Oh, nothing I love more than sweating my ass off and then walking outside in a brisk January weather and being even, and being substantially colder than, I can't. There's nothing like the feeling of sweating profusely and then walking outside when it's rather brisk and feeling substantially colder because of it. But I have to say, today's workout, out of 10, I'm going to give the juiciness scale probably like, I'm going to go like 7. I feel like the pump was good, but the only thing that could have been better was my strength. I feel like my strength was a little bit off, and I'm not too sure why, honestly. Sometimes, I don't know, because, maybe I could have drank a little bit more water, but I don't think it's that, like, specific, I ate a bunch of food. In fact, I ate more food last night and this morning than I typically do. So I don't know. It's a bit weird that the strength. The strength felt great in the beginning. I don't know. I think the pre-workout might not have I think the pre-workout just didn't soak in as effectively as it normally does. But it was still a great workout regardless. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna actually give it a 7.5 out of 10 because the pump was really fucking good. So I can't really complain much about that, to be honest. Like, the intensity was definitely there. In fact, I don't really remember a day like the last time where the intensity wasn't really there. Like, I think the workouts as a whole lately have been great. I'm kind of liking coming to the gym and filming more. I've always been super like in my shell, especially about just generally in my shell. Even like just socially, in general. But especially when it comes to like filming and being like the only dude in the gym with a tripod. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of getting a little bit more used to it. I really do try to like be courteous. I think that's important if you're doing anything like this. Like, be courteous, man. Like, there's like I see like a lot of like younger kids like being kind of snobby, and like someone walks by and like they roll their eyes or whatever. It's like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. You're in a public area, Like, today when I was filming on the lap pool, I remember there was like a bunch of attachments on the ground near my tripod. I kind of moved them off to the side because I was like, if anyone wants to grab one, I don't want them to feel fucking awkward like reaching around my tripod for it. I don't know. Not trying to like make myself sound like Mr. Dude Guy on a pedestal, but you know what I mean. Workout was great, dude. I got like a good hour before I even got to go to work, so I was on top of my shit today. I kind of have a tendency of like waking up and slothing around a little bit before I really get going, but I woke up this morning and I finished my episode 9 video. I had to finish editing that and uploading it like instantly so I could get it done before I went to the gym. So I kind of was forced into action, so to speak, this morning, but all that's really left in the day is continue to eat calories, go to work, and get this video out, man. I'm trying to really be consistent with these, but yeah, when it comes to back day, see, I used to be a firm believer in like you absolutely have to do like bent over barbell row or like some kind of dumbbell row. Like, I always felt weird if I was like only using machines, but I don't know. Lately, I don't think I've done like a barbell or a dumbbell row in at least a month. And my back, it's looking good. It's looking better. It's getting bigger by the week. I just feel like maybe it's not necessary. Cause I was always under the impression of like, bent over barbell row is to machine row as barbell bench is to a machine chest press. You get what I'm saying? Like, if barbell bench or dumbbell bench is like the main compound of a chest day, you would do one of those on a chest day no matter what, right? You would never really do like a day of chest with all machines. So then if you relate that back to back day, it's like a bent over barbell row or a dumbbell row. It kind of just seems like it's that compound movement of the back day that you should throw in there, but I don't know. Like, see, I don't have my head all the way wrapped around that, I don't think, because that does make logical sense, right? Like, is doing machines all the time for back day optimal? I don't know. But the results have been speaking for themselves, and now I naturally question, like, what if I just didn't do dumbbell bench? It might be a little bit different for chest though, because you really get into the range of motion conversation where like a dumbbell bench for incline dumbbell bench, right? you're not really going to get the same squeeze, stretch and squeeze on that as you would like some kind of incline hammer chest press. I mean, because with a hammer chest press machine, like you're not working your stabilizers in the same way. It's not exactly the same motion. The only difference really between like a bent over barbell row and a machine row is like maybe some core usage, some posterior chain activation, but those really aren't important in terms of back, I don't think. You know, so maybe I just talked myself into the solution. I don't know. But I got way too deep on that. My battery's my battery's actually about to die. So I'm gonna actually cut out. Thanks for sticking around if you're watching this right now, man. I would like some feedback in the comments. I'm not gonna ask for too much, but I would just maybe like a suggestion or two about people who are watching to the end of these videos like this. Like, what do you want to see more of? What do you want to see differently? I just, you know, maybe some feedback from the viewers would be appreciated. Other than that, man, I'm the hell out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy.